What's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out. Game two of our doubleheader today on the go at CeeLo. Georgia Tech versus BYU. And I know I have the wrong background in here, but welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us as we are here at the Pop Tarts Bowl. Get you a Pop Tart. It is BYU versus Georgia Tech. Both teams that could have been in the college playoff. BYU, all they had to do was beat in the ACC championship, or no, in the Mountain West or whatever it was. Was it Texas Tech? I can't remember. And then Georgia Tech, all they had to do was beat Georgia, and they would have been in the college playoff too as well. So Georgia Tech and BYU have something to prove here. Georgia Tech 9-3 on the season, the 22nd team in the country. BYU Cougars ranked 12th in the country, 11-2. And so let's take a look here. Let's get into the pregame stats really quick here. But thanks for hanging with us. We'll see if YouTube does the right thing today. We're going to gamble on this and see what happens. But what the heck? We're already committed about doing this game, so we're going to do it. Lloyd says, I'm thinking about BYU might take this, but it could be a close finish. What's up, Lloyd? Good to see you. Texas Tech. Yeah, it was Texas Tech. That was what it was. Texas Tech with the domination of BYU and really knocked BYU out of the playoff. Alabama didn't really play well against Georgia, but at least they played a little bit better. So I guess Alabama got to be in the playoff. BYU suffers the consequences of getting killed in the conference championship game. The NCAA looks at that and gets them out of there. So now here they are in the Pop Tart Bowl against the Yellow Jackets, who looked really good this year. And now they are here at the Pop Tarts Bowl as well. So let's take a look at the stats here. Let's go. Let's do the spread is going to be 3.5 and 55.5 on the total points. So 55.5. Vegas thinks this is going to be a high scoring game. I think so as well. I think it's going to be a shootout. Plus 142 on the money line for Georgia Tech. Minus 170 on the money line for BYU. Your top quarterback is Haynes King, the quarterback. He's going to 5 games this season with over 100 yards rushing. So the key for him is to be able to run the ball. 5 games with 2+ rushing touchdowns. He can do it. But and then on the other side is Bachmeier, the quarterback. 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. We'll see what he can do today. And then the quarterback. And then look, the top rusher for Georgia Tech is their quarterback. So the key for BYU today is to stop King here. King had 170 carries, 15 touchdowns, 922 yards, and we're about to kick it off, everybody. We are about to kick it off, and we're going to get going here. So appreciate all the love here today. Let's see what happens here with a kickoff. BYU, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech going left to right, kicking it off. And BYU is going to take the touchback. That's a lot faster. First down and 10 on the 25-yard line for BYU. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Go Cougs. Ed, good to see you, man. He says, go Cougs. Appreciate you being here. Daniel Berry. Bright Wolf, thanks for popping back over here, modding for me. Narwell says, go Cougs. Lots of go Cougs in the chat. Arietta, Davey, welcome back, man. Gator swag. And here we go. BYU all blue. 3 receivers going right to left, looking to the left, looking to the right. Rolls to the right, and a completion. Finds his receiver, Carson Ryan, with a 12-yard pass. What's up, Coyle? Good to see you. Georgia Tech losing by 30, Bright Wolf says. First and 10, 14:45 to go. We'll see if YouTube knocks them down here. 14:40 to go. Quarterback in the shotgun. 2 receivers for BYU. Snap. Play action. Looking. Here comes the blitz. He throws it deep downfield. And there was a little contact, but I don't think it was catchable. They're not going to call a play action pass interference on that play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. He was going to Kingston deep down the right side. You think it should have been pass interference? I don't know. I think the ball wasn't catchable. I think that's why they didn't call it. 10th season as a BYU coach I don't know how you say his name, but he's been here for a while. He's got 5 receivers for BYU. Empty backfield for the quarterback. Snap. Looking over the middle. And first down. Brunkmeyer. First down for BYU. Chase Roberts with the first down. Chase Roberts with the first down. I didn't do the BYU emojis. I gotta do that really quick. Change the emojis really quick, CeeLo. 4 receivers for BYU. Looking. Throws to the right. Complete. Chase Roberts again. A 10-yard catch to Chase Roberts. He's got 2 receptions for 21 yards. BYU. And let me change this to Georgia Tech. The Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech. 1st and 10, 3:23 to go. Low score, Georgia Tech wins. Shootout, I'll take BYU. I forgot to even do those picks there. It started 5 receivers, Georgia Tech. Another quick dump. Another completion there. Bachmeier to Damouni, the tailback, for a couple yards. 5 yards. 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He had his knee down there. 2nd and 5, 12:49 to go. We'll see if this hits. See if they do something here. Jet sweep to Kingston. And he's down to the 25. 22-yard line. A gain of 13 yards for Kingston again. Am I even in the search on this one? No. Shotgun, snap, little toss, little trickery to Kingston again to the 20. Number 11 on BYU reminds me of Wes Walker. Yeah, Kingston is his name. BYU. BYU. 2nd and 5 here. 11:38 to go. 2nd and 5 for BYU. 2 receivers. Kingston moving, looking, throws over the middle to the tight end, to the 10, to the 5, with the 6-yard line for Ryan, the big tight end. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Carson Ryan, the tight end. 2 receptions for 26. BYU moving the ball here. $10:55 to go. Snap. Hands off to the running back. Oh, that's a quarterback keeper. He gets it past the line of scrimmage for maybe 1. Bachmeier on the carry. Actually, that was McKay Hilsted, the backup quarterback. Bachmeier back in there. Little trickery there by BYU. Second and goal, 10:18 to go. What's up, man? Vegas, good to see you, man. Hoping that YouTube will take these bots down, and we'll be sitting pretty. 2nd and goal, snap, play action. Bachmeier looking, he's gonna run it. He falls down at the 5. It's gonna be 3rd and goal. Bachmeier holding his knee, not good for him. I imagine you get nervous doing this for Tennessee games. Yeah, I have fun watching the games. The college basketball. We get a lot of people that watch us because we're Tennessee. Here when you're doing this, when Indiana faces Alabama, who you want? I think I'm gonna go Alabama. Throw it in the end zone. Did he get in? No, down at the 1. Roberts, the receiver. Thanks for hitting that like button for us. Help us out, y'all. Not even there. Fourth and goal. 8:51 to go. This is BYU. Fourth and goal. Receiver in motion. Hands it off to the running back. He didn't get it. He did not get it. Stopped. Georgia Tech defense. Georgia Tech, the Rambling Wreck. Georgia Tech with the goal line stop. Wow. Georgia Tech defense plays well, Navy says. Georgia Tech with the goal line stand. Wow. So Georgia Tech's going to get the ball on the 1 yard line, maybe the half-yard line. BYU went with it on 4th down. All right, let's get our scores in really quick. It was over/under was 56. I'm gonna go. I don't think Georgia Tech can stop. I don't think BYU can stop this quarterback. I'm gonna go Georgia Tech 30, BYU 20, 30-20. I'm taking 30-20 Georgia Tech. Bright Wolf says 27-13 BYU. Anybody else with your predictions? I know there's not many in here. Anybody else with your predictions? Let me bring this down. 30-20 Georgia Tech. I'm taking. I think the quarterback's going to have a field day. 27-20 Georgia Tech, Arietta. Anybody else with your predictions there? Navy's got Georgia Tech 23, BYU 19. Anybody else with your predictions? I'm going 30-20. I'm definitely going the under this time. And the over on the spread. Anybody else with your predictions as you're coming in? Anybody else? All right. What everybody else doing the NFL game this afternoon? What did he end up finishing with? 2.5. Yeah, that's about right. 1.2. 12K. How did he have 12K? That's crazy. All right. Georgia Tech's going to get the ball here. If they take them down, it'll pay off here. I don't think anybody's doing the BYU game. BYU. You type in BYU, we're not there in the search. If we do live, we're not there. We're there. All right, YouTube. Come on. Take them down, man. Capital One Bowl Week. This is probably the last regular bowl game we do. Georgia Tech. Let's see what King can do. The quarterback. He has been dominant. He is their top thrower, top quarterback, and running back. The Pop Tarts Bowl. BYU went right down the field. And then on 4th and goal, they went for it, got stuffed. Here is Georgia Tech now on the 1 yard line. They're going to hand it off. Oh, almost it's a false start. Could it be a safety? False start. So half the distance to the goal, false start. If you get holding in the end zone, it's a safety. Holding gets you in the end zone, gets a safety. Subscribe to the channel, everybody. Hit the like. Let's see what we can do here today. 1st and 10. King back under center. Single back. Tight end in motion. 2 receivers. Hand off to the running back to the 5 to the maybe the 9 yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. Well, that says 3. 2nd and 2 on the TV. 2nd and 2, 8:20 to go. 2nd and 2, 8:14 to go. 2 receivers. Shotgun for King. Tight end in motion. Snap. King. Play action. Looking left. Looking right. Throws it to the right. And did the receiver get his foot in? Incomplete to Patterson. Incomplete to Patterson. That might be a 1st down. Nice catch for Patterson with the 1 foot. But unfortunately, Patterson went out of bounds. And he was the first one to touch the ball when coming back in, so it's incomplete. So it's 7:58 to go. Make sure you're hitting that like for us. Trying to get to 20 likes. We're at 19. 7:58 to go. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. Haynes King. Snap. Looking to the left. Throws to the left. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 3. Georgia Tech 23, BYU 19. So it's going to be 4th down and 3. Georgia Tech's going to have to punt here. 7:53 to go in the 1st quarter. Snap. Kick is up. And bounces out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for BYU as they're going to come back out here. They were driving pretty good. 5th meeting between these two schools, Georgia Tech, BYU, at the Pop Tarts Bowl. What Pop Tart do you like the best? What Pop Tart do you like the best? I'm a brown sugar cinnamon guy. I like the brown sugar one. All right, BYU coming out here. See what they can do. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Who's this guy? He's a Georgia Tech guy. He's a Georgia Tech fan. 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Count them, 14. 14 bots that I can see showing this game. See what BYU can do. I mean, I know Georgia Tech had horrible field position. They started on their own 1. But I expect them to get at least a first down. King kind of looked lost a little bit against that defense. The Pop Tart commercials are crazy, man. The Pop Tarts Bowl. What do we end up finishing with over there? Let's see. Analytics. 3.3. Eh. Yeah. There's like 50 bots. I know. And I thought that they would get taken down. And that's the problem. 50 bots. And it's ridiculous. All right, Bachmeier back out, shotgun. Here in Orlando, 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Snap, looking to the right, throws to the right. And do they call a pass? Yes, they do. Wow. The ball was underthrown, and they still throw a PI on Roberts. On Harvey. We have first down. 15-yard penalty, first down for BYU. Harvey on the tackle on the receiver before the ball got there. Pass interference. Bachmeier now back in there, shotgun, 3 receivers for BYU. Kingston in motion. Little trickery to the tight end, to the 45. Carson Ryan. Gain on the play. Second and 4, 7:19 to go. Three receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Shotgun for Bachmeier. Running back behind him. Snap. Here comes the blitz. Hand it off to the running back. And not a first down yet. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Picked up 3 on the run. 3rd and 3. I guess the ABC algorithm bot took the weekend off because of the holiday. They have not been showing any games on ABC at all this whole year. Bachmeier, shotgun, receiver at the bottom of the motion, handoff to the running back. Running back, that's a first down for number 21. Nosshine with the carry. First down. What's up, Jake? Hey, buddy. Hope you had a good Christmas too, man. First down, BYU. First down, BYU. Bachmeier, the Big 12 Freshman of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year. Snap, looking, throws, picked. Kingston again. Little West all the way down to the 5. Kingston. He's here to have a big game. First down for BYU. Bachmeier to Kingston. It's happened a lot. They can't keep up with that cat. Parker Kingston. 1 reception, 28 yards. He's got some on the ground as well. First and goal, 5:11 to go. 8 for 9, 90 yards. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Snap, hands it off, play action to the quarterback. Right, and there he is. Touchdown. BYU. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Chase Roberts with a 7-yard touchdown reception. 5 plays, 62 yards. That was easy. Georgia Tech gives up a touchdown. 4:56 to go. A 6 play, 62-yard drive. 2 minutes, 49 seconds. BYU 7, Georgia Tech nothing. Man, oh man. Bachmeyer to Roberts. Touchdown. All right, there it is. I might be changing my pick here. I mean, Georgia Tech might not be able to stop them. Georgia Tech might not be able to stop these cats. Whopping 24 of us here. And we are at 22 likes. Let's see if we get to 24 likes with 24 folks here. 27 of us here now. Make sure you're sharing the stream out. Hit the subscribe. Tomorrow will be some NFL. And Monday might be some NFL. And then Tuesday, not sure what's going to happen on Tuesday. The bowl game is Tuesday. But Tennessee versus Illinois. Have a ticket to go to the game, but not sure if I want to go, Jake. Not sure if I want to do that. Also curious to see if they update the stats list thing. Jake, we got this new sticker here that has stats on it. So we'll see if it works. This is college basketball right here. Then we got NHL, Rangers and Islanders, Bruins, Sabres, Senators, Maple Leafs tonight. The Leafs. Lightning, Panthers tonight. Lots of NHL on tonight, y'all. Devils, Capitals tonight. Hurricanes, Red Wings. UNC, FSU Tuesday. That should be an interesting game. Jets, Wild tonight. Predators, Blues. Let's see if they update. When we get to the college, we'll take a look here. See if they update the stats here. But touchdown, BYU. Forgot to do that. Touchdown, BYU. Golden Knights, Avalanche, Mavericks, Kings, Magic, Nuggets, some NBA. Lots of basketball and hockey tonight. Lots of NBA too. Never done any NBA. Like to see that. Maybe the Grizzlies, since they're from Memphis. Trying to wait for the college football to get here. See if they show it. Texans, Chargers. Interesting, they'll show stats on that. Ravens, Packers tonight. Both teams with back. All right, let's see what happens here. Eastern Carolina. All right, so there is the stats for that. He's going to try to get it where it just rolls. See if the next game gives any stats here. Clemson, Penn State. Does it give it to us? Yes, it does. So after the game is over, 20 carries, 101 yards, 5 carries. So Pena, 5 receptions, 100 yards and a touchdown. Grunkmeyer, 23 for 34, 262 and a touch. So after the game is over, that's when it updates. Oh, it's actually that game's on. Okay, so it's working. Good deal. Nice. I like that. Like that touch. All right. Does this do it too? No. Didn't do that game. So Brockmeyer with the touchdown, and now it's going to be Georgia Tech ball. First down and 10 on the 25. Packers in the playoffs with Detroit losing with their backup quarterback, with their quarterback hurt. Malik Willis, rest in peace. Crazy how he gets better. All right, so let's see what King can do here. See if they can go down and score. Georgia Tech, 3 receivers. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter already. Snap, looking to the left, rolls to the right, looking, throws. First down. Is that Patterson? The Rutherford. That's a first down. Georgia Tech, the Rambling Wreck with a first down. Rutherford with a catch. Georgia Tech, hurry up offense. 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Georgia Tech here. Snap. King with the carry. Goes to the 50, to the maybe only at the 50. Isaiah Glasker with a tackle. 2 tackles, 1 solo for Glasker today. 2nd and 10. 4:04 to go in the first quarter. Love is not playing. Willis got injured too. Went at the end game last week. 4 receivers. Snap. Play action. No, hand it to the running back. That's a first down. Mosley, the running back. First down for Georgia Tech. The Rambling Wreck. I almost did Texans. Almost did the Texans Chargers game, but I thought ABC game, we might do well. Georgia Tech swapping the play here. And they go right back to it. King in the backfield by himself, 5 receivers. On the 41, snap, looking, here comes the blitz. King gets rid of it. Completion, 35, almost to the 30. He's close. He's to the 31-yard line. 9-yard pass to Patterson. It's going to be 2nd and 1 on the 32. Georgia Tech running here. The Rambling Wreck, Georgia Tech. King in the backfield, Hosley behind him. 2 receivers. Snap, handoff to Wosley, and there's another first down for the Rambling Wreck. NFL games on streaming, NFL or NFL Network. Yep, I should have done it, but oh well. It's all good. I thought we would do really well here. That's why I didn't do it. 1st and 10. 2 receivers, 1 tight end. Play action. Wide receiver screen. 30, 20, 10 to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rambling Wreck. That's more like it. 19-yard pass for Rutherford. Hurry up action. 2 receptions for 41 yards for Rutherford now. 1:30 to go. This is a 6-play, 67-yard drive. 1st down and 10 for Georgia Tech on the 8. 2 receivers, 1 at the bottom. 3 receivers, 1 at the bottom. Nice. King tried to get it to the receiver to the top of the screen and incomplete. That was to Stockton. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10, or 2nd down goal on the 8-yard line. Stockton. That's a touchdown if he catches it. 2nd and goal, 1:14 to go. Snap. Hand off to Woosley. He gets to the 5, to the 4, to the 3. High Pop Tarts. Spike that like. What's up, Butterfly? Butterfly, this is our 2nd stream of the day. We were counting on ABC to take the bots down, but there's about 50 of them. Seems like it. They've been taking bots down all year on ABC. Here we go. Quick to pass. 3rd and goal. Flips it to the quarterback. Little Philly special. Oh, man. Oh. BYU called a timeout on that play. They knew something was up. Georgia Tech flipped it to the running back. He then found the tight end wide open in the end zone, but BYU called the timeout before Georgia Tech got the ball off. Georgia Tech coach is so mad. Merry Christmas there, Butterfly. Everybody, Jake too as well. And the reason he called a timeout, Hammer, what's up? Reason he called a timeout is because there was not enough defenders on the field for BYU. Yep. We will be live on the 31st and the 1st. So they called a timeout because they didn't have enough guys on the field, and it showed because Georgia Tech scored a touchdown, but it was a timeout. 3rd and goal here in the 1st quarter, 30 seconds left. Two receivers. One at the top, one at the bottom. Now stretches out to 3 with including a running back and a tight end. Snap. Looking, throws, incomplete. No flags. He was looking for Rutherford at the top of your screen, and he overthrew him. Georgia Tech's going to kick the field goal. Nothing like some popcorn and some football. What is this? What are they doing here? They're going for it. BYU. Did they get it? No, they didn't. BYU stopped it. They went for a fake field goal. And BYU stops them. Wow. Wow, BYU with a stop. So both teams stop each opponent on the 1-yard line. Oh, he didn't get it. Ooh, he might have. I think the ball crossed the line. Doug says his knee was down. Let's see. They called a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Okay. Georgia Tech. Butterfly says he was short. I think he was short too, but it doesn't matter. It's over. Field goal 7. The extra point makes it 7-7. Georgia Tech. I can't believe they called him that last reach, I guess. Play the Longhorns fight song. Man, Georgia Tech. Can't see if the knee's down because it's being blocked. Oh, man. So that's a questionable call right there. We'll look back at that one. 7-all. Seven all. There we go. Kickoff for Georgia Tech. Play the Longhorns fight song. You'll get that on New Year's Day. We're doing New Year's Day. Actually, New Year's Eve. We're doing Texas, Michigan. And then we're doing the bowl game. But if they don't take them down, we might be not doing Texas, Michigan. If they're not going to take them down, we're not doing Texas, Michigan. All right, first down to 10, BYU. Danny, welcome back. 2 receivers for BYU. Bottom of the screen. Snap. Looking. Throws it up. Bachmeier. Looking for number 2, Roberts. Incomplete. Got 15 seconds left here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Bachmeier was looking for Roberts there on the right side of the field. 4 receivers for BYU. Bachmeier and shotguns. Looking for it. Looking left. Throws to the left. Complete. Nobody there. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40 out of bounds. That's Ryan, the tight end. First and 10, Cougs. That's a first down and 10 for the Cougs. BYU. He was wide open. Carson Ryan was wide open on the left side of the line. That was a 35-yard pass and run. The senior tight end, Carson Ryan. We got a Georgia Tech player down. How many likes we got? We have 28. Trying to get to that 30 mark. 2 more to go to 30. Toby injured for Georgia Tech with 6 seconds left here in this first quarter. Appreciate the ones hanging with us. Make sure you hit that like. Trying to get to 40 likes. 40 likes. That is our goal. 40 likes. $40 likes. I hope that North Texas quarterback does well tonight. I really like his story. Oh, is he from Baltimore? For Baltimore? Or is that North Texas playing tonight? I'm choosing Texas Tech, and Mahomes is backing me up. We're into the first quarter, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us. Appreciate it. And let's take a look at some of the stats here in the first quarter. King, 3 for 6, 50 yards. Hosley, 4 carries, 26 yards. Rutherford, 2 receptions, 41 yards. On the other side, Bachmeier, looking a lot better. 10 for 12 with a touchdown, 132 yards receiving. Kingston, 2 carries, 17 yards. He also had a nice receiving too as well. But Carson Ryan right now, the leading receiver after that long pass play. 4 receptions, 67 yards. Wrestler says, the worst call I've ever seen in my life. That was not a touchdown. FNBS. Oh, I understand, man. Yep. Yeah, you're right, dude. That was crazy. That call was crazy. For sure. For sure. I can't believe they just gave it to him. They didn't even look like, apparently even went over it. Unless they looked at it really quick, was like, yeah, whatever. So I don't know. Vegas can't have the under win again. But total yards in this first quarter, 83 for Georgia Tech, 156 for BYU. And let's see here. 4 first downs for Georgia Tech, 9 for BYU. penalties. Georgia Tech's had some penalties that game there this first quarter. 3 for 19, 0 for 2 on third down, and 1 for 1 on fourth. And over here, no penalties for BYU. Third down, 1 for 2, and 0 for 1 when they went for it on the goal line. They've had it for 9 minutes and 30 seconds and 5 minutes and 30 seconds for Georgia Tech. 28 likes. We're trying to get to that 3-0 mark. We got one more to go to 3-0 on likes. And we'll see how it goes. 'Horrible touchdown call for Georgia Tech. No way," Jay Wrestler says. Yeah, it was crazy. No Dallas Mod today? No. I don't know where she's at. You're number 300. Nice. Oh, number 30, you mean? I wish it was 300 likes, but thank you there, Hammer. 30 likes. All right, now let's go to 40. That's our goal. 40 likes now. 40 likes on the channel. 40 likes on this video. Probably doing holiday. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, a lot of holiday stuff going on. Lots of This is a weekend. A lot of people getting together. So, but we took a chance to see if ABC would take them down, but they didn't. So the kid that starts a quarterback for North Texas never started in high school. He played quarterback, but only for the B team in high school. Interesting. Who's North Texas playing tonight? It's the Pop Tarts Bowl. You took UConn, embarrassing, losing to Army. All right, here's 3 receivers. Kingston with the ball. He looks like he's going to throw it. Does he throw it? Incomplete. Both teams trying some trickery. Grandmaster coming in again with the craziness. Go 3 receivers, 2 receivers, 1 tight end. BYU hand off to the running back, and he gets about 5. Gets 6. That's Nashine. He's 4 carries now, 12 yards. Third and 4. I always said this is all scripted, just like wrestling. San Diego State's playing North Texas. Okay, thanks. Third and 4. Third and 4. 14-17 to go. Receiver in motion. BYU. Complete to JoJo Phillips for a 13-yard pass. That's a first down. BYU. I'll bring my Danny Hamlin card. Jadega, will you autograph it? Yeah, I will. I'm waiting on that progressive card. Ever heard of Vegas ball? Yeah, like 2 weeks ago when JMU covered. Snap. Hand off to the running back to the left side. 20. Tackled at the 18. Harris on the play and effort. Conspiracy, come on. 2nd and 7, 13:06 to go. They are in the red zone. That was a carry by Damoni. 2nd and 7. 12:50 to go in the second quarter. Snap. Hand off to the running back. He loops a little bit, took a couple yards. Injuries are not scripted. Hockey is the only real purse sport there is. Yeah, hockey's a tough call, tough sport to call. I can't do play-by-play for hockey. Number one, the names suck. I can't say half the names. It'll be 3rd and 6, 12:22 to go. Well, Lloyd, I hope he does well. 4 receivers for BYU on the 17. It's 3rd and 6. Snap. Going to the running back, but he didn't get it. Did he get sacked? No, he completed it. Carson Ryan with another first down. Goes to the big senior tight end. Man. Carson Ryan with the big first down. I thought he got sacked there, but he threw it off and got it to the senior tight end. Tight end wide open. 1st and goal for BYU, 11:30 to go. First and goal. Snap. Handoff to Kingston. Couldn't get to it. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Rocked at the 6. Go back 2 yards. Ah, Jay Wrestler. Hmm. Second and goal, 10:50 to go. Three receivers at the top of your screen. Kingston is up there as well. Snap. Handoff to the running back. He gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Some strange bowl game name sponsors. Yep. The Pop Tart Bowl's been around, though. 3rd and goal. Georgia Tech held a goal line stand on the first drive for BYU. Can they do it again? You missed the Outback Bowl? Yeah, that's a good one. 3rd and goal, 10:04 to go. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Chase Roberts there. Snap, handoff to play action running back, throws, incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down, no flag. The ball was for Roberts. It's incomplete. So snapper, 22-yard attempt, right hash. Snap, kick is up. Good. They go up 3. I can't remember which one is which. Seven BYU. All right, thank you, Lloyd, for popping in, man. Appreciate you hanging. Scripted field goal. It was a 12-play, 70-yard drive, 5 minutes and 21 seconds with a field goal by Will Barron, a 22-yard field goal. I have a relative that played all his life, Top Warner College Army, minor pro and pro passed with a frontal lobe. Oh man, that's sad. Sad, sad, sad. All right, so there we are. It is 10-7. Old Jay Wrestler, he is still. The biggest screw job of the year was Notre Dame not making the playoffs. I've never seen so many people backing Notre Dame in the last couple weeks that we've been doing college football. Crazy stuff. I've never seen that many people do that before. Let me redo something here. Just change something to see if this works. Here. 1 second, everybody. I'm going to change my tag thing here. We're going to do yellow jackets, Cougars, and then BYU versus Georgia Tech. See if that works. All right. Tulane and James Madison. Yeah, that'll never happen again. You'll never see lower seeds like that in the playoff ever again. I promise you that. That'll never happen. Dog bowl be smoking. The dog bowl. We miss Texas, and so do the TV stations. Texas is playing Michigan on New Year's Eve. So that should be interesting. New Year's Eve. 2:30, I believe it comes on. But they're saying there should have been a pass interference play right there. He held on to Roberts. The referee stared at him right there. So crazy plays by these refs. Should have been a pass interference call in the end zone. Receiver held on to Roberts. All right, Georgia Tech to the 10, to the 15, to 20, to 25. 6 buys basically in the playoffs. Big Ten 5-0 in the playoffs. Texas going to miss a lot of players. Who are you opting out? Really? We're supposed to do that game, but I don't know. We'll see. After this disappointment, I am not sure. I'm a Tennessee Volunteer, Jay Wrestler. Here we go. Georgia Tech, 3 receivers, rolls to the left. Completion? No, incomplete. Did he get it? Wow. Jordan Allen with the completion. Jordan Allen with the completion. 2nd and 5. King's going to take it on himself. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage and maybe less. Here's a flag, though. Georgia Tech, personal foul, face mask. On the defense, Glasker, 15-yard penalty. Oh, yeah, grabbed a nice handful of it. GS says, GS says, I lived in Georgia for a bit. My neighbors wouldn't let their kids play with kids because we were Mormons. BYU. Snap. Handoff to the running back to the right side. Going to get to the 50-yard line. Maybe the 49. So some questionable calls in this game. Georgia Tech injury on the field. It's 10-7 BYU. I went 30-20. Lasker's still letting the refs know that he did not do anything. Still letting them know. So subscribe to the channel right here, 49,677, and let's see where we're at. We're at 34 likes. We're trying to get to 40 on the likes. We thank you for being here, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging with us. ABC pulled a fast one on us today. My prediction of a rematch of the national title, Indiana versus Georgia. We'll see if Indiana can hold Bama. I don't know. I just have a feeling that Bama's going to pull the upset. Maybe not. Maybe not. But you never know. Well, I just found out most of UConn starters are out. That's why they're losing. Because they're sick, or are they like seniors and they want to get hurt because they're going to the pros, or what? I think Oregon shows up for 4 quarters against Texas Tech. I don't know. James Madison scored on Texas Tech or Oregon. And if James Madison can score quickly on Oregon, Texas Tech for sure can score on them. So I think I'll go with Texas Tech on that one. Butterfly says, I hope Oregon loses. Georgia Tech, BYU. Got popcorn everywhere. I think Oregon, Texas Tech will be the good game. Not sure about the others. Well, that'll be the first game on New Year's Day. We'll have that live for you guys. Not sure about Michigan, Texas now. I thought it's on ABC, but probably not going to do it now. Just worry about the bowl game on Wednesday night. Plus, I'm going to be really busy during the day on New Year's Eve. I got a lot of stuff going on, so. Was planning on doing Texas, Michigan. I'd like to watch Texas, Michigan. I think it would be a good one. Texas game will be still good. Lots of ratings. Oh, yeah, for sure. GS says Oregon blew them out until they played second string. That was when JMU came back, and when first string went back in, they didn't have a heart. Will be a good game. Okay. So it looks like Josh Petty was injured for Georgia Tech. Josh Petty. And 66% chance for BYU to win this year. Take the under tomorrow. Packers versus Ravens. Love Lamar. That's tonight. That's tonight. Packers versus Ravens tonight. We go. King in the shotgun. 2 receivers. 2 tight ends. Snap. Little flip to the receiver in motion. And he got a first down. First down, Ramblin' Wreck. First down. A 7-yard pass for Rutherford. It was more of a flip. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. They're not set yet, so I don't know what's going on. Here comes a receiver now to the bottom of your screen. Okay, meant tonight. Quarterback snap. Play action to the running back. Steps. Throws back deep. King. Incomplete. Are they going to throw a flag there? No. They were looking for Rutherford again. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. No flag again. No, that was for Zaylor. That was for Taylor. Zion Taylor. Zion Taylor. Incomplete. Threw into double coverage. And there's a run to the right. 10-yard pass for Patterson. 2 receptions, 19 yards. 2 receptions, 19 yards now for Rutherford on a 10-yard pass. Patterson. First down, Georgia Tech. All right, King back in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Snap. Handoff to the running back. Haynes. Jamal Haynes with the carry. No much of a carry there. 3 receivers, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Snap. Handoff to Haynes. That's up the middle for a first down. And he's got to the 50. That's a first down for Georgia Tech. Jamal Haynes. Haynes up the middle for a good carry there of 9 yards. He's got 12 on the day. 3 receivers for Georgia Tech here. All right, thank you, man. Hand off. Oh, King with the carry for a couple yards. That looked like he had a face mask there. Second and 8. 2 receivers at the top of your screen, now 3. Snap for King. Looks for the receiver at the top. He's going to go back to the receiver. Oh, almost incomplete. Looking for Rivers on the throw. Incomplete. It's 3rd and 8 on the 19-yard line for Georgia Tech. Could tie this up at 10 with a field goal. You should have started Higgins, the running back. Snap. Looking. Throws into the end zone. Incomplete. And he is looking for a PI. Is not called. There is a flag, though. At the 5. Could it be pass interference for on Ruth or against the defense? Rutherford was asking for a flag. Pass interference on the defense. Automatic first down. Oh my gosh. My goodness. So first down and 10 on the 5. Georgia Tech trying to score here. 2 receivers. King, shotgun. They're timeout, Georgia Tech. Timeout, Georgia Tech. Not my running back. I was responding to RB. It's on NFL Network, yeah. Yeah, it's on NFL Network, Butterfly. It looks like the NFL's looking pretty good over here. See, this is showing the Rogue Invitational. That sounds like a fun time. Let's go, Yellow Jackets. Bongwater Taffy, man. What's up? Welcome back. Go BYU. And LSU plays their final game without Lane Kiffin as their coach tonight. Texas 14, San Diego nothing. Does Collins have any of those touchdowns? Let me see here. Let's see. Collins, no catches. That sucks. Come on, Collins. I need some touchdowns out of you, buddy. I'm actually a Georgia Tech homer, but I need them by 4.5 for your parlay. Okay, you go. The Pop Tart Bowl from Orlando looks nice there today. 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Shotgun for King. Tight end in motion. Snap. Play action. Looking. Throws to the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Eric Rivers with the touchdown. 5:28 to go. Eric Rivers with a 5-yard touchdown. It's 13-10. Ramblin' Wreck. His first reception of the day. 10 plays. 79 yards. 4 minutes and 34 seconds. And Georgia Tech is going to go for an extra point here. Georgia Tech. The Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech. And it's good. Good. 5:28 to go in the second half. In the first half. King, the senior. His last ever game at Georgia Tech. Haynes King. $35 legs. Hey, let's get to 40. 4-0. Help us out. Haynes King, ACC Player of the Year. Nice. Here we go. Kickoff. Boo. And they're going to bring it out. 5. Oh, he dropped it. Hagan dropped it. And Georgia Tech has the ball. Loose ball. Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech with the ball. A turnover. A costly turnover. 14-10. Trying to run with it before he caught it. And then tried to get on it. Georgia Tech with the turnover. They're going to be first and goal here. Man. Georgia Tech going to have the ball now. First and goal on the 5. Georgia Tech now. First and goal. Jake says, yuck. Actually, the 6-yard line. Snap. Handoff. Play action. Throws in the end zone. Touchdown to Byron. JT Byron with a touchdown. It's 20-10. And my prediction's coming true. I said 30-20. JT Byron, a 6-yard touchdown. Ooh, Yahoo times 2. 50 sacks. Oh, yeah. Boom. Touchdown. Snap. Kick is up. 21-10. 21-10. Tech. Haynes King. Oh. 2 touchdown passes for King in his final game as a Georgia Tech quarterback. They looked a lot better this year. They were in the top 10 most of the year, and then at the end, they just kind of fell apart. Had 511 yards total offense against NC State this year. Wow, in week 9. That's crazy. Go Army. Mountain Dew time, CeeLo. Exactly. Exactly. 8 for 13, 83 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Haynes King. BYU's going to receive the kickoff here. Haynes King's the only quarterback in college football with grandkids. That's crazy. Here we go. Kicking it off, going right to left. And BYU's going to learn from that and take it back to the 25. Yeah, they took that kid out that fumbled the ball. Carson Ryan was back there receiving, the tight end. That shows you something. All right, 5:15 to go here in this first half. Appreciate the ones hanging with us. Thank you, ABC, for ruining my afternoon. 21-10. Shotgun for the quarterback. 3 receivers. Receiver in motion, number 13. Looking to the right. Throws to the right. Complete to Kingston. There he goes. He's going to take it to the other side of the field. 40. Stiff arm and out of bounds at the 43. Harvey with the tackle. Kingston, 2 receptions now, 28 yards. First down for BYU. First down at 10, 4:41 to go. 4 receivers, 4:35 to go. Kingston in motion, snap, looking, throws, complete to Phillips over the center. 47-yard line. Nine-yard pickup, 51 sacks. Knew not to start him in my fantasy. 4:04 to go. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Snap. Throws to number 2. He tried to make a little stiff arm move, but did not anything there. It's going to be third down. That was Roberts on the reception with no yards. 3:31 to go here in this first half. Bachmeier in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. 2 tight ends. Snap. Bachmeier looking to the left. There's a flag down in the far field there. You're in the 7th place game in your fantasy? I'm in the 3rd place. And it determines if I have to pay $50 or not. Hey, nothing for Collins yet. Come on, man. So, false start. 5-yard penalty on a false start by Roberts. Makes it 3rd and 6. Brockmeyer looking. Throws. Got a hand on that one. It's going to be 4th down. Bachmeier went for the throw, but the defender got a hand on it. It's 4th and 6. All right, they're going to punt it here. 4th and 6. Snap. Kick is up. And out of bounds at the 5, maybe. My favorite Christmas gift was not really a gift. It was that I got to have all the kids here and we opened Christmas together, that was my happy that everybody got to make it. Um, so yeah, that was my favorite Christmas gift. Got to have breakfast, or actually mid brunch and dinner with them, so I was happy about that. It's not really my fantasy. I'm hoping my aunt, because her work wanted to do one. That's funny. All right, Georgia Tech, the Ramblin' Wreck, back out here, 1st and 10 on the 3-yard line. Let's see what they can do here. 1st and 10. 2 receivers. Under center's King. He hands it off to the running back. And nothing for Hosley. And also that they were mostly really surprised in what they got. Watching them be surprised is what makes it for me. 2:20 to go here. You got some new shoes. Nice. 21 to 10. Georgia Tech taking advantage of a BYU turnover. And to see if they can get something going on this drive as they're deep in their backs of their own end zone. So a timeout on the field. Timeout, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has 2 timeouts left. BYU has 2 timeouts left. Oh, we lost another subscriber. Oh, boy. Jewelry for you, huh? Nice. Nice, nice. Uh, Is Football Nation not doing this game? RB says, not that you asked, but I broke even at the casino. Hey, there you go. There you go. 6,000 people in this chat. That's ridiculous. That's good. That's really good. Hey, we got a subscriber. Thank you for that extra account. It'll be gone in a second. How much money did you win, RB? How much money did you win? So 2 minutes to go here. Georgia Tech with their backs against the wall. See what they can do here. It's 1st down and 10 on the 3. Did you know that Eddie Soto Silo, a Disney legend, he passed? Oh yeah, he wasn't he the guy that Disneyland? Was he the older guy at Disneyland? I won what I put in, $100. Hey, there you go. That's always good. That is always good. Oh, wow. 67 years old. That's too young, man. Too young. 67. Mm. Ooh. Josie with another run to the outside to the right for 8 yards. Another timeout. Picked up 6 yards. Actually, not 8, 6. It's 3rd and 4. Another timeout by BYU. BYU with a timeout. They have 1 left. The Pop Tarts Bowl. Toasters. Look at this Pop Tart using toasters as a curling. The Pop Tarts. This is also the Citrus Bowl, the home of the Citrus Bowl. I think Vandy will be here, I think, or they'll be at Tennessee. I can't remember. Citrus, is it Michigan and Texas are here, right? In Orlando for the Citrus Bowl? You know, had a Pop Tart in forever. If I'm gonna eat a Pop Tart, it's gonna be the brown sugar ones. Here we go. Georgia Tech, 5 receivers, 3rd and 4. Snap. Hand off to the running back. He's going to get a first down and more to the 24, 26-yard line. Mosley was out on the flank to the top of the screen. He was in motion, took the handoff from the quarterback, but there is a flag. Gain of 16 for Mosley. Holding offense. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down. My goodness. The Citrus Bowl, officially the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, is held at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Yeah, so right here, they'll have the Citrus Cheez-It Bowl. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. So a holding call neglects that 17-yard run on Hosley. Here we go. 3rd and 2. Snap. Flips it. Quarterback sneaker. Keep it up the middle. And that's a couple more yards. That's a first down. First down for the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech first down. Minute 28 seconds to go. 1 timeout left for BYU, 2 for Georgia Tech. Snap. Hand off to Hosley. A couple more yards, maybe, to the 15. Actually, 2. Second and 8. 2nd and 8. 3 receivers, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Tight end in motion. Play action. Looking. King look. Throw down the middle. Complete. Complete first down, Georgia Tech. Four receivers. King. Snap. Looking to the left. Throws to the left. Complete. Incomplete. Drop the ball. That was Rivers on the throw. Rivers on the throw. Second and 10. 32 seconds left here in the first half. Probably could get a field goal. Make it by 7. by 17. Snap, looking to the middle, throws, complete to the right side, and brought down immediately. That's a couple more yards. It's 3rd and 3 here. Yellow Jackets call a timeout. Now they have one left. BYU has one left. 24 seconds to go. Showing on the TV the touchdowns. The King threw. It's 3rd and 3. Georgia Tech with a timeout here. Shotgun for King. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. They're one in front of each other. Looking. Blitz for BYU. Complete over the middle. Pass midfield. Rutherford with another catch. Rutherford with a 5-yard pass. 5 receptions, 81 yards now for Rutherford. 5 receivers. 1 tight end, including that 5. Snap, looking right, throws right, deep down the right side. The defender had a hand on the receiver, Rivers, the whole entire time. 37 likes, trying to get to 40. If you haven't hit the like, please do. We got a whopping 26 in here for some football. This is what happens when YouTube just lets the bots do what they want. ABC's like, we don't care. Just do whatever you want. Well, all we worry about is the playoffs. Playoffs? 2nd and 10, 4 seconds left. One last heave-ho by Georgia Tech, probably. He had his hand on him. I don't think he was holding him, though. Yeah, YouTube's on Christmas vacation. They'll be back on New Year's Eve, I promise you that. He didn't hold him, though. He just had his hand on him. I don't think he held him at all. 2nd and 10, 4 seconds left. Pop Tarts Bowl. Nothing like on a Saturday. Georgia Tech versus BYU. All right. 4 receivers. Top of your screen. Snap. Looking. Right. Rolling to the right. Rolling to the right. King. Hee-ho. In the end zone. Incomplete. And that's halftime. That is halftime. Georgia Tech up 21-10. Go GT, pro life, man. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here as we are hanging out today. Try to do some football, bring the coverage to you, but ABC had other decisions to let the bots do their thing. So we're here anyways. We'll finish this game. We probably won't do any more bowl games unless it is on, unless it is the playoff game. So we'll see any more other bowl games. And I'm probably have tickets to the Tennessee Volunteers bowl game. I'm not sure if I'll go or not. But if I do that one, I don't care. It's Tennessee, you know. I'll have fun doing that game. But thanks for hanging out here. It's UConn versus Army. We'll go to those stats as well. But let's get into the team stats here and get going here. 21-10. Here it is. Let's team stats really quick, and then I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back for the second half. Take a look at the team stats. 12 first downs for Georgia Tech. 2 for 4 on third down. They have 198 total yards. Rushing, they have 75 rushing yards. Turnovers, no turnovers. They've had the ball for 12 minutes and 40 seconds. They've had 4 penalties for 29 yards. And that's it. On BYU, third down efficiency, 3 for 6. They've had 12 first downs. They've had 220 yards total of offense, 187 yards passing. They have had 33 yards rushing. They haven't really been able to do anything there on the ground. Penalties, 3 for 34, and their possession time was 17 for 28. So there is that. Take a look at the box scores here really quick. And let me take the team stats off here. And the live sub. And turn me off here so you guys can see the full box score. And here it is. King, he is 11 for 19, 123 yards. Hosley, 8 carries for 50 yards. King, 3 carries, 12 yards. Haynes, 3 carries, 10 yards. Rutherford, 5 receptions for 81 yards for Rutherford. Good to him here. Patterson, 2 receptions for 19 yards. Jordan Allen, 2 receptions, 12 yards. Byron and Rivers both with the touchdowns from King today. And on the other side, Bachmeier, 15 for 19, 187 yards and a touchdown. And Kingston, nothing. Kingston here, 1 carry, 3 carries, 16 yards for Kingston. He's been doing it on the ground and in the air. Nalshine, the running back, 6 carries for 13 yards. Damoni, 1 carry for 3 yards. Hillstead, 1 carry for 1 yard. And then you got Carson Ryan, 5 receptions, 81 yards, the senior tight end. Kingston, 2 receptions, 47 yards. BYU's got to get him involved. Didn't look like he could stop him when they did touch the ball. Roberts, 5 receptions, 32 yards. Phillips, 2 for 22. And that is it for that. So, and here is your defensive stats really quick. You can look at the defensive stats. I'm not really going to go over them in general, other than a half a sack by Elford. And let's see, a half a sack on the other side for BYU by Ezra and Tamanagua, whoever the hell their names are. So there is that, the defense. And let's look at some scores around the nation really quick. GG, Butterfly says. Let's see scores around the nation. Army 34-16 over UConn. UConn missing a lot of players. Notes for Army. Short, the wide receiver. He's got 7 receptions for 108 yards and a touchdown. So that's it for him. Georgia Tech, BYU course there. Miami and Fresno State. Miami up. Miami, Ohio up 3-0 in the CW Network Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. That's an interesting one. So there's that one. And then Virginia, Missouri tonight. LSU, Houston tonight. And in some games that already ended, East Carolina beats Pittsburgh. And they go 9-4 on the season. They win 23-17. Let's see here. For ECU, Ace Smith, the receiver, 4 receptions, 159 yards, and 2 touchdowns. On Pitt, the quarterback, he was 25 for 40, 256 yards, and a touchdown. Turner, 16 carries, 33 yards. And then you saw what we saw the last game here was Penn State versus Clemson. Penn State wins 22-10. Gruntenmeyer, he was 22 for 34 for 262 yards and 2 touchdowns. Martin, the running back for Penn State, he had 20 carries for 101 yards, and then Pena had the big touchdown run of 73 yards, most of his stats for the day, 5 receptions, 100 yards and a touchdown. So those are your scores around the nation. I hope you guys have enjoyed what we've brought to you so far. We appreciate you being here. We thank you for being here. And we're looking forward to doing the second half. And then, like I said, this probably will be the last regular bowl game that we do because of this situation with what YouTube is doing. So, players following the money. You're right. That is true about that. So, and I don't know. I expected a big hit today with subs. So, I don't think we're going to get 300 subs on Friday. I just don't think it's going to happen. But you never know. You never know. Maybe New Year's Day we can hit 50K on New Year's Day. If not, we'll just keep on doing it. But that was our goal. We got pretty damn close to 50K this year. I will say that we got pretty damn close to 50K this year. But 49,677 is our sub count. And make sure you hit the like as well. We're at 40 likes. We're trying to get to 50 now on the likes. 50 on the likes. That'll be our new goal for the game. And I hope you're enjoying the ticker here. We added some new stuff to the ticker where it gives you team stats for players and stuff. So make sure you take a look at that. They're working on that where it'll just scroll instead. Dubs, man. Happy holidays, man. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Appreciate you. Your support this year has been amazing. 2025, we grew tremendously. Again, I didn't really have much hope for growing because of all the stuff that happened earlier in the season. Yeah, they are taking over. They are. It's ridiculous. So, but they will not be taking over New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. They will not be on any of those games. So, that's a good thing. But we started this, so we're gonna take it on and finish it. But we thank you for being here. All right, I'm gonna go off camera for just a second. We'll be back here for the second half in just a second. I gotta go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Oop, wrong button. Yeah, Dubs. Thanks for popping in, Bob. All right, we're back here. Thanks for sticking by here with us. Let me get the webcam back on. Second half coming up here very shortly. I'm gonna pop in here to Dr. Delay's YouTube channel here and let me. He is doing NFL football. Doc. ABC. Wasting my time today. All right. Let's go second half here, man. Mm-hmm. We're showing the Eastern Carolina Pitt game. And Eastern Carolina beat Pittsburgh today, as we talked about that at halftime. Ugh, my goodness. Just waiting on the second half to come here. We'll bring you all the fun. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like. What a difference when you have like, 1,000 folks in here compared to 27. Oh boy. Carolina 23-17. Coming up tonight on ESPN, North Texas for San Diego State. Lloyd was talking about how some kid that's never started a game before is going to get the start for North Texas, the 25th in the nation. You got Virginia, who could have been in the playoffs, but they lost to Duke in the ACC. And then LSU. When does NASCAR start up again? Apparently, it starts February 1st. I did not know it was started that early. So, February 1st is going to be an interesting day for the um, what do you call it? The Bowman Gray Stadium, the Clash. So we'll be live for that on February 1st, NASCAR. And then I think we got like 2 weeks off, or maybe that's a long break. Normally they have it like right after that. So I think the 500 is on February 21st. Let's see when the 500 is. Let's see. Normally, sometimes they have it on Valentine's weekend, but let's see. Daytona 500. 2026. The Pop Tarts Bowl. It's February 15th. Oh, so yeah. I remember seeing you with over 1,000. Oh, yeah. It's just the reason why we're not getting anybody today is because there's about 20 bots showing the game. No one's going to sit in here and listen to this when they can watch the game for real. So it's different when YouTube actually, takes care of it and shuts them down. But there's about 20 of them showing the game. So the streams are up. If the streams are up, the little guys like us, even if we're at a higher sub count, still is not going to get anything because of it. And that's like one thing I do not like about YouTube, that they allow that stuff. Like there should be bots. There should be an AI bot that shuts that down. Anytime they see anything live coverage like that, take it off the air. You know, that's what should happen. I can't wait for this thing to start showing all stats. That will be like, I will love that. Chargers getting shut out 14-0. That's a tisk. Glad I didn't start Herbert. See what Herbert's stats are right now. I'm gonna start Trevor Lawrence against Indianapolis. That one's Herbert has 0 points. Are you kidding me? He's got 0.8. Oh my god, that's crazy. Collins, hey, he's got he's got 2 points. Come on, Collins. Jay says Mexico here. What's up, Joy? Good to see you, Joyce. You're my only link to college football. No TV here, so big thanks. Oh, you're welcome. See, at least there is some friends that are hanging with us tonight. Thank you, Joyce, for being a member as well. Appreciate you for hanging with us 21-10, 4 minutes to the second half. The Georgia Tech band on the field right now. 4 minutes left to go in halftime. Like the sun is setting there in Orlando. Getting dark here too. Bots again. Yay, bots. What's up? Let's get rid of the bots. Let me take care of it. Let me just take care of it. I know I don't expect our mods to sit through this crap. If we could get at least 1,000 views on it, I'll be happy. Blake, thanks for hanging with us, man. Let's see, when is NASCAR? Remember what? Have you noticed what sport gets the most viewers from? NASCAR is always good to get views, but baseball too. But the college football was last weekend. We did really well last weekend with college football. It was last weekend or the weekend before? It was last weekend. We did a lot of college football last weekend, and it was really successful. But that's also because the bots weren't allowed to show the game, so people had to tune into us to do the game. They had no choice. If they wanted to watch the game, this is what they had to deal with. So, will you be out of town for the national? Yes, I will be out of town for the national championship game. I will be on a cruise. But we don't leave till the 16th, so I'll have all those games. And then they get booted. Yep. Bots for the views, then they get booted. So, like on New Year's Eve, they won't be able to show that game. So everybody is doing it. There will be a bunch of us doing it, but that's okay. I'm cool with that. That's why another thing we're doing this to keep the algo, so the college football or the algorithm knows that we do college football. So college football's on, they're like, oh, this guy does college football. We'll share him out. Share him out, share him out, share him out, share him out. That's another reason why we're doing this, sitting through this, not shutting it off. Get that algorithm. I don't pay for cable, waste of money. I will just watch you. Thank you, Blake. Yep. And it's on ABC, so you can watch it on open air, like the digital local channels. It's on ABC. So. Is what he is here for. Yep. That's right. What we're here for. But there was like 4 of us doing that game this morning, the Penn State game. But there was also like tons of channels, but we were in the search for that game. Like this, we're not in the search for this game. We're not up there in that search where we were for Penn State versus Clemson. We were up there in that search. We're not in the search for this one. If you type in BYU, we don't come up. You type in BYU in the search from the YouTube search. Oh, we are there. But by now, everybody's comfortable where they're at. They're not going to go search for anything else. I will watch Tennessee game. I will find ways for that, though. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to do on that game yet. But it's supposed to be like 30-some degrees here that day. And I ain't about to go sit in the freezing cold to watch him get hammered by Illinois. But Tennessee does play well. Pop Tarts Bowl. Bowl Mania time. Second half from Orlando. 14-0. Tennessee may win. We might. We're missing our top receiver. We're missing our top linebacker. Haynes King, 2 touchdown passes today. I don't think he has grandkids. I think that's his own kid. Tennessee has a superior talent, should win. Well, hopefully. Hopefully. Our defense was already weak as it is, but then we lost our top linebacker, so that doesn't help either. Nobody in the upper deck. It's all lower bowl and club section. Darn it. Ran out of Pop Tarts. Now I got to go to Kroger. There you go. All right, here we go. Kicking it off is BYU to Georgia Tech. The kickoff. Boom. And Georgia Tech's going to bring it out to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 30, almost the 35-yard line. Did you say where we signed the number 7 class in the country? Josh Heupel's recruiting. Yeah, I did see that. That's good. So the 33-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for Georgia Tech, the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech here in this third quarter. There we go. 2 receivers. Shotgun for King. Snap. Handoff. Play action. King's going to take it himself. He almost did the option. He keeps it going past the 50. He tried to flip to Hosley twice, but he took it upon himself. The option on the 19-yard run by King. He's got 12 yards after a couple sacks. 18-yard run for King. Great run. That's a first down for Georgia Tech, the Ramblin' Wreck. First and 10 from the 49. There's Hosley. Handoff. Second down and about 3. Second and 2. The BYU 41. We play Georgia Tech week 2 next year. Yep. We don't play Florida or Georgia next year, which is crazy. 2 receivers. King in the shotgun. Snap. Hand off to Hosley again to the right side. BYU was ready for that. There was a missed tackle, but they got him back to the line of scrimmage. Still going to be 3rd and 2. Third down and 2. Defense, 15-yard penalty. Highwell for BYU throws Haynes off the field, and that's a personal foul. 15 yards. That's going to give Georgia Tech great field position here on the 25-yard line. First down and 10. 25. Snap. Blitz. Could not get rid of it in time. To completion there. Incomplete to Rivers. Jackets looking to score early. Would put them up 28-10 here. I heard the Longhorns are making a trip to Disney World. Nice. Both teams with 4 penalties today. King in the shotgun, 4 receivers. King adjusting the play at the line. Snap. Looking left, throws left. Completed over the middle. Only got a couple yards there. Rutherford with the completion. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 here for Georgia Tech. BYU trying to force a field goal here. They do not want Georgia Tech to score. 3 receivers, 1 in motion. Snap. Looking left, rolling to the right. And that's a first down. Hosley out of the backfield. Georgia Tech first down. Pick up her 13 yards for Hosley. Hosley with the first down run. With the completion for 13 from King. 3 receivers, first and goal, 12 minutes to go. Snap. Hand off to Osley again. No carry. Glasker there to tackle. Want a Pop Tart? BYU without one of their leading tacklers today. That might explain a little bit of it. But Hosley on a 2-yard minus run there. It's second and goal. Four receivers, 3 at the bottom. Receiver now in motion. Back to the bottom of the field. Snap, looking to the left. Looking to the left. Looking back to the right now. Going to the right. Throwing in the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Zion Taylor in the end zone. He caught it, but out of bounds. Texas versus Tennessee tickets next year. Cheapest ticket, $375. 11:07 in this third quarter. $11:07. Third and goal. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Snap, play action. Receiver screen, and they didn't get nothing. And the ball came out. The ball came out. The ball came out. BYU picks it up. The Cougars with the turnover. BYU with the turnover. Georgia Tech was rolling. A screen, and then a foot by one of the defenders knocks the ball out of his hands. Can't get any luckier than that. King tried to sweep it up. And then Glasker, the big guy, with the recovery. BYU now. Snap, looking, throws to the back, out of the backfield to their running back. Damouni. 8 on the play for Damouni. Out of the backfield. 2nd and 2. Today's your birthday? Is it? Happy birthday, Butterfly. Well, happy birthday. Everybody tell Butterfly that's in here. Happy birthday, Butterfly. Didn't know that. If you said in the Discord, I didn't pay attention to the Discord at all. Up the middle for BYU. That's a first down. BYU with a first down. BYU with the first down. Butterfly, I'm honored that you're here on your birthday because I would not be. January 3rd. Okay. Well, I'll remember that then. January 3rd. I'll remember that. All right. 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Shotgun. Here we go. Throwing. Complete. That's Ryan, the senior tight end, to the 40. Am I 25? No, I'm not 25. I wish I was. 1st and 10. Carson Ryan. 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. He's got 6 receptions, 99 yards for the senior tight end. 1st and 10 here. Bachmeier in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Snap. Play action, looking to the left. Throws to the left. And there's a play. That's going to be PI. It's an interception right now for Georgia Tech, but that's going to be PI. The defender and the receiver got together. And the coach. Pass interference. Defense. Number 3. 15-yard penalty. First down. Harvey made some contact with the receiver. He was going for, who was he going for? Doesn't say the receiver's name. I can't see his name. I think it was Roberts, and he fell down. Call it back. That's right. 25 and holding. That's right. 25 and holding. 3 receivers. Bachmeier in the shotgun. Running back to the right of him. Receiver to the motion to the top of the screen. Looking. Throws. Complete. The 10. The 9. The completion to Jones. Phillips with the completion. First and goal. Bluebirds or Cougars. Phillips. So first and goal on the 7-yard line. On the Georgia Tech 7. BYU trying to put it in here. Make it 21-17. Bachmeier in the shotgun. 1 receiver at the bottom of your screen. 2 tight ends. Runner back to the right M. Snap. Play action. And nothing. Incomplete. Was going for Carson Ryan again, the tight end. Do I ever stream NFL? Yes, I streamed one last week. I'll do one tomorrow and maybe Monday. But I would have done the Texans game this afternoon, but I thought that this would be better for us because ABC wouldn't be letting them show the game. I already committed. I wasn't about to change it. 3 receivers, top of the screen. Second and goal. Kingston in motion. Snap. Hand off to the running back. To the 5. To the 4. Third down and goal. Cougars threatening here. Third and goal, 2 receivers. Bottom of the screen. Snap. Play action. Looking. Throws to the right. Picked off in the end zone. Georgia Tech with the turnover. Oh my God, face them. Oh man, Georgia Tech with the big stop. I need 1 more field goal, Chase says. I predicted 30-20 from BYU. Interception. Rodney Shelley gets the interception off of Bachmeier. And Georgia Tech's going to have the ball on the 2-yard line. Again, how many times have they started with their backs against the wall in these drives for Georgia Tech? Last call from BYU was playing stupid. Who's coaching anyways? Art says, what's up, Art? Good to see you. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here. Now serving Greg Biffle's number like 44. Awesome. Thanks for the 44 likes, everybody. Trying to get to 50 on the likes. 50. Sub right here. 49,677. We're trying to get back to 700. We were at 700, but we lost since we didn't stream like 4 days. Or 3 days. We lost like 30, 60 subs. I don't understand that. But Art, who's calling those BYU plays? They need to get Kingston involved. Every time he's touched the ball, he's gotten a first down. I don't think you need to do, but they need to get Kingston more involved. What did I start screaming at 2021? 2021, I started streaming. Greg ran number 44 in 2022 Daytona 500. Bad coaching, Chase says. So King throws an interception. He's 14 for 24, 2 touchdowns. No, Bachmeyer threw the interception. I think I would have ran the ball. I think I would have ran the ball in. Let Bachmeyer run the ball in. That's what should have happened. You always wanted to go to a NASCAR race? I don't know, but it happens all the time. If I don't stream like 3 days in a row, you lose subs. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Extra accounts. It could be extra accounts. It could be anything. Yep. Yeah, we had 49,730 and we've lost 60 subs. Happens all the time. All right, here we go. Back against their walls again. King, play action. Looking right, throws right. Back to the receiver. Did he catch it? There's a flag on the play. I hope so. We'll see. I don't think so, though. Is this going to be pass interference on Rivers? The offensive pass interference? Let's see. Prior to pass, holding on the defense. Penny has declined. So he did catch it. Rivers with the snag. Wow, nice catch by Rivers. Nice catch. Nice catch with the hands. What's up, Bobby? Good to see you. Yeah, it could be YouTube doing checks to see, people have extra accounts if they're not fake. Plus, we had a big stream last stream we had. So, snap, hand off to the running back. Haynes in there now. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Haynes, 6 carries, 18 yards. 6 carries, 18 yards for Haynes. It's 2nd and 9. .605 to go. 2nd down and 10 on the 17. Snap. 4 receivers. Throwing to the right. Completion. That's a third to the 30. Jamal Haynes out of the backfield. Thumbs up on the live stream. Thanks, man. Trying to get the 50 likes. We're at 45. If you haven't hit that like for us, trying to get the 50 likes on the channel. It's 1st down and 10. All right. Shotgun for King. You got 5 receivers, empty backfield. Haynes, snap, looking to the left. Looking to the left, dodges a blitz. He's going to take it upon himself to move, run up to the in the pocket, and he's down at the line of scrimmage. Second and 9. 4:57 to go. Snap, looking to the left. Is that Rutherford? To the 40, a wide receiver screen. I think that was Rutherford. Yes, it was. It was Rutherford on an 8-yard catch. Harpering for Georgia Tech. Injury. 3rd and 1 now. The tight end for Georgia Tech hurt. He's getting held back to the sidelines. Rutherford, after that catch, 7 receptions, 93 yards. Now for Rutherford, the receiver for Georgia Tech. We got an injury timeout. Cole says, I'm a permanent subscriber. Well, that's good. Third quarter, 4:34 to go. 4:34 to go. Report. Yes, information. Report. You went to Coda, Butterfly? Awesome. How was that? Going to my first road course in June to San Diego. Looking forward to that. Never been to San Diego either, so that should be fun. It was crowded, and I saw lots of drivers, did not really know who they were, and were walking around. Nice. You might go to San Diego yourself? Yeah, Danny. I'm looking forward to it. I've been to Coda, but there wasn't any races, so you got me there. Carson Ryan's had himself a day for BYU. King, the quarterback, has had his day. Rutherford as well. 7 receptions, 93 yards. As we're in the third quarter. It's been a Georgia Tech taking advantage of BYU mistakes. The fourth down stop on the goal line for BYU and the interception in the end zone. Both that could have been 14 points for BYU. It's Willy Wonka. 2 receivers, 3rd and 1. Need that first down for Georgia Tech. Fake flip. Tosses it to the tight end. First down, Georgia Tech. Beetham. First down, Georgia Tech. They had a carnival there. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Shotgun snap. Hand off to the running back. 50, 45. That's Hosley to the 41-yard line. That's first down and 10 for Georgia Tech. 3:28 to go. 10 rushes, 64 yards for Hosley. 53 sacks on Herbert. 4 receivers. Play action. King throws it over the middle. That's a first down for Georgia Tech. Eric Rivers with the completion. First down. 16-yard pass for Rivers. He's got 3 receptions, 36 yards. Buzz, the mascot for Georgia Tech's in a Pop Tart outfit. 2 receivers, shotgun for King, 1 tight end. Receiver in motion. That's actually 3 receivers. Rutherford was in motion. King rolls to the left, looking. He's going to roll to the right. He is going to have to get rid of that one. Incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. Chris Winkie, the assistant head coach. Hey, he was the quarterback, right? When Tennessee won the national title. I remember him. 54 sacks. Second and 10. Shotgun. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Now 1 to the bottom. Play action. Hands it to the running back. And that is Haynes on the carry. 3-yard run. He's going to get eaten alive wearing that Pop Tart outfit. Winky. Oldest player ever to win the Heisman Trophy. Florida State. Yep. Snap. Play action. Oh, quarterback keeper to the 18-yard line for King. 4th down. Are they going to go for it here? 3-point field goal would make it 17. A 3 possession for Georgia Tech with a victory here. They're going to kick a field goal. It's 4th down and 2 on the 18-yard line. This is going to be I haven't said yet, 35-yard attempt. Ball snapped, kicked, and it's blocked. Blocked. Georgia Tech with the block. Or BYU with the block. My goodness. A block. Got a hand on it. The defensive lineman gets in there and gets a hand on it. All right. So we're in the 3rd quarter here. 55 seconds left of this 3rd quarter. Oh, look at the Pop Tart out there getting some sun. That's right. They had pig races. It's like a carnival, huh? BYU with the big block. We thank you guys for hanging with us. If you're new to us, make sure you subscribe right here. Hit the like. Let's see where we're at on our likes. We're at 46 likes. Trying to get to 50. 50 likes. 4 more to go to 50. Good thing they didn't join the Empire, because those darn stormtroopers can shoot a laser gun if they're dependent on it. But they have horrible aim, and we'll be having some vlogs coming out where you will see the stormtroopers have some pretty bad aim. The next vlog will come out is at Universal Studios, and the next day is like a 3-part challenge. So those vlogs will be coming out on days we don't stream. So looking forward to that. The first one, a lot of people enjoyed our first vlog. We haven't had in a while. And then coming up in mid-January, we got a cruise. So we'll have those as well up on the channel too as well. But we have, that will be kind of hard to upload those every day, because we're going to be at a port every day, like 6 out of the 7 days. So, but looking forward to bringing that to you as well. If you like travel content, make sure you check that out. If you like cruises, make sure you check that out. If you like Disney, check those vlogs out. And then also our football's coming back next weekend. On Wednesday we'll have Ohio State versus Miami, and then the 3 football games on New Year's Day. So 3 football games on New Year's Day, and then also the game on New Year's Eve. We'll have that too as well. So looking forward to football, and then college basketball back here after the first of the year. The Tennessee basketball team is playing early on New Year's Eve, but I don't know if I'll be able to do any of those games now. We're supposed to go to the football game, but I'm not sure if that's happening yet either. So, see if did the stats change here? Let's see. Nope. I think the game has to be over for the stats to be in there. I wonder what that fool whacked his head on the door frame in the first Star Wars. Anybody doing anything cool for New Year's Eve? As the sun is set here in Orlando. All right, here's BYU. 4 receivers. Running back to the right of Bachmeier. Option to the running back to the 30. And I think that's a first down BYU. 1st and 10. Demooney with the carry for 12 yards. You might go to Broadway. Ooh, look at you. 3 receivers, 1 tight end at the bottom of the screen. Tight end in motion. That's Ryan. Looking, Bachmeier throws, batted down, almost intercepted. Almost intercepted. Another mistake by this BYU Cougars team. 2nd down and 10. Jones on the block. The sophomore from South Carolina. Go Dogs and tell to hell with Georgia Tech, Spain says. What's up, Spoon? There's a carry on the option to the 50. Demooney with the carry. Georgia Tech territory for Demooney. And there's another first down for BYU. Spain, ABC tricked everybody today. They didn't take any of the bots down, so it's been this way all day. End of the 3rd quarter. Let's see them. 4s in the chat, y'all. 4s in the chat. Let me see those 4s in the chat, y'all. It's the 4th quarter. 4s. 4s in the chat. Let me see those 4s. It's the 4th quarter. It's the witching hour where wins become losses and losses become wins. Let me see those 4s in the chat. There it is. 4s. Pamela, good to see you. Bongwater Taffy dropping the 4s as well. It's the 4th quarter. If you're a BYU fan and you're watching, let me see BYU. If you are a Georgia Tech fan, let me see GT in the chat. GT in the chat if you're a Georgia Tech fan. And if you are a BYU fan, let me see BYU in the chat. Chase says, please stop them right here so I can get a field goal. Chase needs a field goal for his parlay. Georgia, go dog. Spain says, go Dogs, and to hell with Georgia Tech. Bongwater, Taffy, Georgia Tech. Pamela, Georgia Tech. Sting, she says, 4s for Butterfly. 21-10. I said 30-20. So the under looks like they're going to win again in this game. 2 games back to back. 4th quarter. That's right. Get some chowder in the 4th quarter. Joyce dropping that Georgia Tech as well. Joyce, you could use the emojis and put Georgia Tech. You can use your Georgia Tech emoji with that. If you're a BYU fan, you can use the BYU emojis. The U. The Y. Sting 'em, Pamela says. The Stinger, he's walking around with a Pop Tart costume on. Fourth quarter, finally. Exactly, right? Georgia Tech. There you go, Joyce. Georgia Tech. All right. Fourth quarter. See if Georgia Tech can keep this lead. All the free Pop Tarts. Cole says, I have a Georgia Tech shirt that NASCAR driver David Reagan gave me. There you go. Oh, boy. See, Georgia Tech. Haynes, last quarter is a Georgia Tech quarterback. Here we go. Georgia, BYU with the ball, going right to left. 4 receivers. It's first down and 10. Screen. That's Kingston. They have not gotten him involved all half. And that's the guy they need to get involved. Dubs, welcome back. How was Walmart? I'm back. Second and 9, 14:36 to go. 3 receivers, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Shotgun for Bachmeyer. He's going to throw complete. And that is to Roberts. That's a first down. Roberts, 18-yard pass, 6 receptions, 50 yards. Who's going to win the Natty? Do a poll. Go Dogs, Gregory says. What's up, Gregory? A bunch of people trying to get a cheap Christmas candy. There you go. First and 10, 14 minutes to go. I don't like the polls because it blocks the chat. And I hate when I go into a chat and I can't talk right away because I have to answer the poll. So I don't like the polls. 2 receivers, top of the screen. Snap. Hand off to the running back to the 30 to the 26, 7-yard line. Who needs candy? Bongwater says. It's second and 6 on the Georgia Tech 26. 13:30 left to go. BYU running out of time. Roberts, 7 receptions, 62 yards, and a tutty today. Here we go. You got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Carson Ryan, the senior tight end, goes to the top of the screen. Bachfield looking for him. He's going to throws it before he gets sacked. That's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. 13:02 to go. 3rd and 6. How about a strawberry Pop-Tart crust cherry pie? Cole's been fired up about this Pop-Tart Bowl. Chase says, oh God, please, need a field goal. 3rd and 6. They are in field goal territory. Stop them, please, Chase says. 3 receivers, 2 at the top, right in motion. That's 3. Here we go. Bachfield complete. First down. Chase Roberts again. That's a first down. BYU. Down 11. Clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Clock is ticking. 47 likes trying to get to 50. That's a first down, BYU. Sorry, Chase. Chase is like, please just give me a field goal. What's up, Bobby? First down and 10, 12:20 to go. Roberts in motion to the bottom of your screen. 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom. Snap, looking, throws. Complete to the senior tight end. 15, 10, makes a man miss. That's another first down. takes it to the 6-yard line. BYU, first and goal. First and goal. They got mini Pop-Tart, crusted Pop-Tarts. That's a lot of Pop-Tarts. 6 receptions, 100 yards for the senior tight end, Carson Ryan. 11:46 to go. North Texas up 7-6 on San Diego State. Here we go. Receiver in motion. Gives it to Kingston, to the 5, to the 4. Second and goal. Second and goal, 11:22 to go. Make sure you subscribe right here. 49,677. Hit that like. Try to get to 50 likes. We're at 48. Trying to get to 50. Butterfly had 2 chances to kick a field goal. He just needs a field goal for his parlay. He needs Georgia Tech to play some defense here. He got an injured Georgia Tech player down on the left side of the field. They're blowing it. Pop-Tarts. I'm a big brown sugar guy. I like the brown sugar Pop-Tart. It's my favorite. But thanks for hanging with us today. My name is CeeLo. On the Go with CeeLo's our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. College football coming up on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Looking forward to seeing you guys here on New Year's Eve. We're going to have a lot of fun. Those bots will be gone. We'll have some more people in here. New Year's Day, 3 games. Should be fun. Looking forward to it on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. They about to score, Chase says. 47 likes. I got 48, but that's probably because of my like. I love this new stat tracker right here. Let's see if they show it. No, I think the game has to be over for the stats. I think that's what it is. CeeLo coming to you live from London. Wow, you're in London, Dallas? Wow. Was that a planned trip? What are you doing in London? Did you go over there after Christmas, or are you there in Christmas too? Need a Hot Pocket Bowl? Or what do they call the noodles? Ramen noodle bowl? Banana bread Pop-Tarts would choke a fly. London, no. Yes, it was planned. Just got here today. Came to London to visit the Queen. Nice. Your first time overseas? Or have you been over there before? We have a big trip coming up next October. And I know it's right when everything goes down, but we have a big cruise planned in October next year. We'll be back for the World Series. But that's about it. Carson Ryan, man, the senior, he's been doing it today. The Queen, she's not dead. First time to England. Garth isn't here until June. Boo. Well, have fun, Dallas. Enjoy your vacation. Second and goal, 21-10. Who is that? There it is. Touchdown, BYU. Got it in. The running back, Nahawani, in for the score. BYU finally 16 chase. I know. 11 plays, 80 yards, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Nawani, I was called him Nawashine the whole entire game. Nawani is his name. 9 carries, 23 yards, and a tutty for him. 11:13 to go. Today I'll be pulling up 20 days. Awesome. Are they looking to see if they got in? BYU. Let's see if he got in or not. Yeah, he got in. Ball's across the goal line. 21-16. Going for the 2-point conversion here to make it 3. Bachmeier in the shotgun. Carson Ryan in motion. Bachmeier looks. He's going to run it in. Just run it in. 2-point conversion. 11:13 to go. It's 21-18. We got ourselves a ball game. Yes, sir. Next 24, baby. All right. CeeLo Garth isn't here until June. Do you think my manager will notice if I stay there that long? Nah. I think it'll be fine. Bachmeier takes it in for the 2-point conversion. I don't know what he was thinking. He was thinking about running it, throwing it, but he ran it in. So 21-18, 11:13 to go. We got a good game now. All right. BYU's going to kick it off right to left. Right to left. Here we go. And in the end zone we go. So 25-yard line, Georgia attack the Ramblin' Wreck. Back out for another drive to answer the BYU. Kiss a frog, and he may turn into a prince. 11:13 to go, 4th quarter here in this second half. No stranger to the situation. 1-score games this season. Georgia Tech's 4-1, BYU's 3-0. 2 receivers, tight end in motion. King in the shotgun. Mosley. Is that Haynes? Couple yards up the middle. That was Hosley for 11 yards, 11 attempts for 64 yards. That was a gain of 1. Second and 9. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Second and 9. Completion. Handoff to the receiver in motion to the 30. Oh, how's that not a face mask? Lasker with the tackle. He's everywhere. It's 3rd down. 10:27 to go. Clock tick, 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 tick. 3rd and 2. 10:21 to go. BYU's got some momentum here. Third and 2. This is where he needs to get it right here. King. Oh, he overthrew his receiver. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 2. Collins hasn't had nothing. What's up with Collins, man? Jeez. 4th and 2. Georgia Tech's going to punt. Boop. And they're going to catch it. 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Wow, what a return. 46-yard line. What a return. Kingston. Told you. Get Kingston involved, man. Here comes the rookie of the year in the Big 12. Bachmeier. See, Rhino caught a stomach bug. He took off today off. Yeah, I saw that. It's going around. I wouldn't have done these games today if I knew it was going to be like this. Thanks, ABC. Appreciate you. Wasted my day. Everything's very expensive. Oh, we lost a subscriber again. Everything's very expensive. Yeah. We're going to Italy, a whole bunch of different places. Dallas in October. So on a cruise though. It's going to be on a cruise. Of course it's going to be on a cruise. So we'll be taking you with us. You'll be going overseas with us. 21-18. And we'll be back before the World Series starts. Oh boy. Grinchmas. Eat your way through Italy. Yeah, we want to go to okay, who unsubscribed? See yourself out. Exactly. There's an extra account, I'm sure. Someone's trying to help. Use an extra account. It happens all the time. You can smell the taxes over there. It was cool but sunny today. Beef Wellington is really good, Dub says. Yeah, we're going to go to the very first ever pizza place in Italy. That's our plan. That's what we want to do. I'm not sure if we'll get to do it, but that's our plan. The Pop Tarts Bowl. All right, 9:37 to go here. 9:37 to go. BYU's going to get the ball back here. If they don't get a field goal right here, I'm cooked, Chase says. Well, you know they'll go for a field goal if they're in fourth down territory in field goal position for sure. All right, here we go. Brockmeyer back out there. 4 receivers, 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Brockmeyer in the shotgun, snap. He's going to take it a option to the running back to the 50. It's Mooney, 5-yard run. He's got 38 yards now. Make me want pizza? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'd like to go to Mellow Mushroom tonight. That's where I want to go. Mellow Mushroom. Cole, have you ever had Mellow Mushroom? It's pretty good. Here we go. 1 receiver at the bottom of your screen. Shotgun, bunch receivers at the top. Receiver in motion, gives it the running back to the 50 to the 48-yard line. 48-yard line. Got Virginia, Missouri coming up next on ABC. We will not be doing that game. And then LSU, Houston on ESPN. You had mushroom once? Yeah, Mellow Mushroom is really good. I love their crust. Pizza's amazing. 3rd and 4. 3 receivers. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Snap. Looking to the right. Throws to the right. Incomplete to Ryan, the senior tight end. It's going to be 3rd and 4. 4th and 4. Oh, 4th and 4. 4th and 4 here, Chase. And they're going to put the punt unit. They're not going to go for it. Thought about it. Decided not to. Going to run, dog. Have a good night, everyone. RB, thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you so much. They can't kick from 50. No, they're not going to. They're going to punt here. Punt here. Going right to left. Snap. Kick. And takes a BYU bounce. And inside the 10. 21-18. What this game would have been like if BYU would have had that turnover at the end zone and the interception in the end zone. The 2 mistakes so far here on this game. Amazon was at your door. What did he bring you? Pop Tarts. Ooh, frosted hot fudge. That one's a good one too. This is our new stat tracker right here. Gives you the stats on the games that are over, apparently. Maybe some during the game. I'm not really sure, but we're trying to get that to scroll. So let's see what Army does here. Let's see what that happens. Okay, so yeah, so that's another game that's over. Army destroys UConn. Short 3 receptions, 51 yards and a touchdown. Almost 3 for 3, 51 yards and a touchdown. See if they show stats on this one. No. So some games they show stats, some they won't. Yeah, look at Mellow Mushroom, and it makes me think they have a Mary Jane version pizza. Yeah, they have a lot of psychedelic stuff there at Mellow Mushroom. Matter of fact, let me ask Spade here. Let's see here. Chicken on grill or Mellow Mushroom. You go in there very baked. Yeah, they have a lot of psychedelic stuff going on. Their t-shirts are pretty cool as well. This will be the last game of the day. We'll be back tomorrow for some NFL in the afternoon. We'll be live tomorrow afternoon for some football. The Buffalo Bills Eagles. Buffalo Bills Eagles. Virginia could have been in the playoffs. All they had to do was beat Duke. The Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. We almost went to the Gator Bowl, but I think the only reason we went to the Music City Bowl is they knew we'd fill the stadium up. Texans 14-3. Let's go. 8:08 to go here. Georgia Tech with the ball. 4 receivers. King. There's a false start. That's going to be false start. Legal snap. Offense. Going to be half the distance to the goal. First down and 14 on the 5. Why are we grilling Pop Tarts? The Pop Tarts grilling a Pop Tart. That's funny. He said, "Why are you grilling Pop-Tarts?" Oh boy. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Snap. King looking. Throws it out of the backfield. And that's Jamal Haynes. And it's going to be 2nd and 14. Which one is that, Cole? 21-18. King complete to the receiver. Had some blockers out in front. That was Rutherford. Picked up 12. Whoop. Rutherford could have took it to the house. Let's get 50 likes. That's right. We're at 48. Trying to get 2 more to 50 to end the stream. End the stream. 3 receivers, top of the screen, and there's another one. What is this gonna be? It's gonna be false start. Here we go. Let's see what it is. Illegal snap. Another illegal snap on Georgia Tech. They're gonna go back 5 yards. Jeez. Be 3rd and 7 on the Georgia Tech 12. Flag Day football. That's right. Yeah, Fairbairn got some good stuff there. 3rd and 7, 6:45 to go. 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Snap. Hand off to the running back. They're going to keep it on the ground. They're going to carry. Try to carry for a first down, but did not get enough. BYU's going to get the ball back. It's a local restaurant place I'd rather not say. If I said what it was, then everybody would know where it is, where my bat cave is. Gotcha. 4th and 1, 6 minutes to go. Here we go. 6 minutes to go. 21-18 Georgia Tech. They're going to punt from their 18. Snap. Kick is up. And they're going to back to the, wow, nice punt to the 25, 30, out of bounds is Kingston. He takes it to the 30-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 30 for BYU. They're down by 3 here with 5:44 to go. Appreciate the ones here. Make sure you hit that like. Trying to get to 50 on the likes. Subscribe to this channel right here. We got more football. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. All the college football that you will not be able to follow on YouTube because they will shut it down. Unlike today. Thank you, ABC, for ruining a good day. Thank you, ESPN. Thank you, Disney, for not taking the bots down. Here we go. BYU, Brockmeyer and crew, 3 receivers. On the shotgun, snap, going right to left. He rolls to the right, looking to the right, rolls to the right, looking to the right, and incomplete. That was Livingston. He threw it ahead of him. Chase says if they don't get at least a field goal right here, fire the whole staff and throw away the team. Second and 10, 5:39 to go. They got to do something here. 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Snap, looking to the right, looking to the left, throws over the middle. Livingston, incomplete. Was going to his best guy. Incomplete. That was actually to Roberts. No, that was Livingston. Kingston, not Livingston. Kingston, CeeLo. Kingston. It was Kingston, not Roberts, ESPN. It's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. 5:33 to go. 2 receivers, 1 at the bottom, 2 at the top, bottom, 1 at the top. Ryan in motion. Back to Kingston. Kingston, first down, BYU. Told you need to get him involved to win this game. Broom throws the best man. Two receivers at the top, 1 receiver at the bottom. Shotgun for Brockmeyer. Snap. Looking to the right. Looking to the right. Looks to the center. Looks to the left. Complete. That's Phillips on the completion. First down. On the 43-yard line, it's first down and 10 for BYU. 4:45 to go here. First and 10. 4:33 to go. Snap. Looking. Throwing over the middle. Complete. Kingston. You read my mind. Kingston. For 15. That's another first down. BYU. Chase is holding his teeth. Within field goal range now. Got 3 receivers. Brockmeyer feeling it now. Snap. Looking to the right. Throws to the right. Check down to the tight end. Ryan. So 2nd down and 2. Just run the ball now. 3:43 to go. Definitely field goal area here. Down by 3. 2nd and 2. 3:33 to go. Brockmeyer trying to lead his team to a win. The rookie in the Big 12 this year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Hand off to the running back. 15. Hurdles. 10. Mahini. Nawahini. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Nice little hurdle there. Hawaii. Nice. First down and 10 on the 11-yard line. In the red zone is BYU. They go with 5 receivers. Snap. Looking. Throwing to the right. Complete. Damouni, the running back with the reception. Good for 7 yards. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. BYU could score here and go ahead and then give the senior king for Georgia Tech a chance to win. And they're going to take it down. They won't have enough to take it to the 2-minute warning. There we go. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Brockmeyer in the shotgun. Snap. Hands to the running back. 5, 2, and did he get it? Touchdown, BYU. Sorry, Chase. Oh. Touchdown. Damouni, 4-yard rushing touchdown by BYU. It's a touchdown. BYU. 24-21. Rolling on the field is a touchdown. 55 sack. Man. Are we looking at this play? They're looking at the play. Georgia Tech deserves to lose. That was pathetic, Chase says. I think he got in. Oh, yeah, he's in. His body's in the end zone. All right, 24-21. Good. 24-21. And with the extra point, they're going to make Georgia Tech score a touchdown here. They will have to score a touchdown. They will not get the field goal unless they get an extra point here missed. Snap, kick, up, good. 25-21. So here is the senior quarterback for Georgia Tech. His last chance as a Georgia Tech quarterback. His last chance with the ball. 2 minutes to go. It's going to come down to this, y'all. Thanks for hanging with us today. Did we get our 50 likes? Yes, we did. 52 likes. Thank you so much for that, everybody. Appreciate that. Thanks for all the bots showing the game. We thank you, bots. We appreciate you, all the fun bots. We will not be on the rest of the night, so make sure you go check out our good friends doing some more football tonight. I'm sure NFL football and college football. But we'll be back tomorrow for NFL at 2:30. I'm looking forward to that. We might do the 12 o'clock game. I'm not too sure yet. Everybody and their brother is going to do that Eagles-Buffalo game. Texans 17-3. Did they a field goal? Yeah, Fairbairn got me a field goal. But Collins ain't doing crap. Collins, hey, he's got a couple more yards. And Fairbairn 5 points. Herbert now at 7 points. So he's in the red zone. Might be able to score. All right, here we go. Let me see the chat, y'all. The ones that are here, let me see the chat. What do you think? Who gets this here? Does King take it all the way down for a touchdown? They have to get a touchdown, not a field goal. Does King lead his team for a touchdown? His last chance for a win here. This is his last year as a quarterback for the Georgia Tech Ramblin' Yellowjackets. Let me see in the chat, y'all. Do you think they will take it back? Do you think Georgia Tech will go down the field and score on this BYU defense? Butterfly says no. Anybody else in the chat? Do you think it'll happen? Anybody else in the chat? Gregor says Clemson and Georgia Tech loses. It's a great day. Go Dogs. And hell no. Gregory. I'm predicting BYU to win. Adam says Joyce is afraid not, but I wish. D1 says Georgia Tech outcoached and outsmarted. BYU deserves the win. Just remember, this could be a blowout too. BYU got a 4th and goal stop on the 1 in the first quarter on the first drive and a interception in the end zone. So they could be up 2 touchdowns here. This could be a blowout right now. But we'll see what happens here. I don't care who wins as long as we don't run out of Pop-Tarts. That's right. Full Pop-Tarts. Free Pop-Tarts in the locker room. Bongwater says yes, that he's going to go down and score. We'll see. One for Georgia Tech here. We thanks for ones that are here with us today. We appreciate you. Two minutes to go. Here we go to the 15, the 20. They're going to start from the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for King. King can do it. MS says King can do it. Great chat. Danny says CeeLo. And see you in the next one. All right, Danny. Appreciate you hanging back, buddy. Good to see you again. Georgia Tech, dumb, and dumber makes ACC look weak. D1 says. DL says. All right, first out of 10. Kings got 21 for 33, 184 yards. They got 4 receivers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. From the 21, snap, looking right, rolling to the right. Here comes the defense, throws to the right, and incomplete. Second out of 10. Georgia Tech has the varsity hit dog shop across the street from their stadium. So go Georgia Tech. Yeah, the varsity across the street. That's right. Get that dog. What do you have? What do you have, as they say there? Get me a frosted orange. Adam says, go Cougs. Appreciate you being here, Adam. Second and 10, 151 to go. Here we go. Georgia Tech, 3 receivers, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Snap. Oh, he lost the ball. Oh, he got it back. Wow. Second and 10. Third down now and 10. Horrible snap for King. Clock still running, 1 minute and 36 seconds. Both teams with 3 timeouts. You got all day. It's 3rd and 15. Loss of 5. It's 3rd and 15. I don't know why they're taking their sweet old time here. 1:15 to go, 10 seconds left on this play clock. 3 receivers, 2 at the top. Snap for King. He rolls to the right. He's rolling to the right. He throws it over. And incomplete. It's 4th down. Really poor coaching on. Yeah, that was bad. CeeLo Nation loves you. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you hanging with us. 64 in the house. There's a flag on the play. Is it going to be defensive pass interference? Poor time management, too. You're right. Let's see what it is here. Legal touching on the offense. Oh, my gosh. It's 4th down. I'm out, and Denny still sucks, and go Dogs. Gregory, appreciate you being here, bud. Always good to see you. Here it is. The game on the line right here. This is it. Oh, okay. Stepped out. Yeah. Stepped out of bounds, and he was the first one to touch it. Yes. 4th and 15. 1 minute to go. This is it for King. This might be his last play in college football. 5 receivers. Snap. Looking. 4th. He throws it up. Complete to the 40, 35, 30, 20-yard line. Oh, my God, Rivers. Wow. Georgia Tech. 1-on-1 on the right side. He counted on Rivers to catch it. And there's 52 seconds left. Rivers has to come out. He's like, I'm tired, bro. Wow. Wow. 1st and 10, 46 seconds to go. King threw it up. This game is still not over here. Horrible. Come on. It's 36 seconds. What are you doing? They had to call a timeout. Rutherford was not in spot. King is furious right here. Wow. What a throw down the right side. My gosh. Wow. King threw it up for a prayer. It was 1-on-1 on the right side. Rivers caught it, and he took it in all the way down. Only chance Georgia Tech had was to run that pass in. Yeah, 32 seconds, 2 timeouts for Georgia Tech here. See what happens. 25-21. They got to score a touchdown. Field goal is not the question here. Unless you kick a field goal, then you're down by 1 and hope to get an onside kick. but you got to go for it here. 4 down territory, no matter what. 35 seconds to go. Haynes doing Haynes. Haynes be Haynes. Here we go. 1st and 10. 4 receivers. Snap. Looking right. Looking over the middle. He scrambles to the right. He's at the 20. He's calling traffic. End zone. Incomplete. Should have ran it in and out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. 28 seconds to go. Appreciate the ones here hanging out. Make sure you hit that like for us. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be bringing you some more football New Year's Eve and New Year's Day right here. There will not be any bots on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I will tell you that right now. 28 seconds to go. BYU trying to get their crowd going. These are my favorite types of games, down to the wire. Zach Adam. 3 receivers. Running back in motion to the top of your screen. Snap. King looking. He's under pressure. He rolls to the left. Throws to the left. Incomplete. He hit the pylon with the ball. It's 3rd and 10. So dumb. Poor play calling. $19 seconds left in this game. Third down and 10. 19 seconds. Almost sacked. Yeah, for sure. All right, 3rd down and 10 on the 18. There is no timeout called. Yeah, there is a timeout. Okay. Georgia Tech burns a timeout. 19 seconds ago, they got 1 timeout left. Georgia Tech trying to ensure BYU has no time for a touchdown if they get it. Chase says, but they wish they would have got their field goal. Exactly. I hope BYU loses, Chase says. This is going to be interesting. Time of possession, 31 minutes for BYU, 28 for Georgia Tech. Look at Georgia Tech right here. 2 for 2 on the 4th down. 2 for 2 on 4th down. Huge right here, though. This penalty right here, killing Georgia Tech. 7 for 53. Really bad. Here we go. 3rd down and 10. I guess I need to move myself in the middle here, but that takes away the play. I forgot about that. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. CeeLo, can a college football game end in a tie? No. Unless they go snap, looking. King throws to the end zone. Oh, he overthrew him. Look for Patterson in the end zone. It's 4th down. Oh. Patterson had to jump for it, but it went through his hands. 4th and 14, 14 seconds left. Here we go. One last chance for the win for King. There's a timeout. Who's it going to be? It's going to be BYU. BYU's got 3 timeouts. But they also got to think, they score. If they score, make it 28-25. BYU needs some timeouts to get down the field to kick a field goal to tie it if they score a touchdown on this next play. So BYU can't use all their timeouts right here because they got to have them for if they decide to get the ball back. 4th and 10. Give Georgia Tech more time for a good play call. Coming up New Year's Eve on this channel, y'all. Miami versus Ohio State. And then New Year's Day, we will have all 3 games: Georgia Tech, Georgia versus Ole Miss, Indiana versus Alabama, and Texas Tech and Oregon. We'll have those on New Year's Day. Here we go. 5 receivers. This is it. 4th and 10. Can get a first down. Snap. Here comes the blitz. He's going to run it up. He's going to throw it. Intercepted in the end zone. And BYU is going to win this game. Wow. Man. King. Oh. Wow. And BYU is going to come back with a great win. Feel sorry for King to go out that way. Coach for Georgia Tech. Soling there, King. His last play was an interception. You gotta hate that. You know you want to go out with a win. Interception City. Wow. 1st and 10. BYU a little kneel down. And that's it. Congratulations, BYU, with the win. We got over our 50 likes. Thank you guys so much for that. Go eat some hot dogs. Georgia Tech stinks. There you go. All right. Appreciate all the love here today. Thanks so much. The final 25-21 is the score. 25-21. We will see you tomorrow for some. Yeah, they just lost on a last play here. Denard. Last play. The lady sang loud. And BYU gets the win. They come back 12-2. Their final record. Georgia Tech goes 9-4 on the season. And all you Georgia fans, I'm sure you're happy to see Georgia Tech lose. So appreciate all the love. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And we will talk to you later. And we'll see you soon. Appreciate all the love. Thanks to my lovely Spain for everything that she does behind the scenes. I want to thank my mods for moderating today. Bright Wolf, if you're still here. Jake, Butterfly, all the ones hanging out with us today. Getting rid of those bots. Bright Wolf, thanks earlier in the day today with all those bots, man. Thank you so much. And thanks for the mods. We appreciate you guys. We thank you for hanging out. We'll see what we can do next in Wednesday and Thursday. Expect a bigger crowd, hopefully, and we'll have a good time. And maybe we'll get to 50K. Thank you guys for all the love today. Appreciate it. The ones that stuck with us, we thank you. And we appreciate to see you soon. See you tomorrow for some football. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see you soon. If we don't see you, Happy New Year and happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm going to send you to Dr. Delay. He's doing some football. Peace out. Let's see.